Here we go. This music's quite loud in here. Oh, it's 2 bars are showing up now, so it might be better. Just waiting till you get in here, Crystal and Silly Pants, and I'll get started. Where's my water? Water. Oh, I just realised I haven't had my morning cup of tea. Is that you, Chris? You're here? Silly Pants, you're here? Okay, so we're just waiting. As I mentioned in WhatsApp, what we're going to do is I have 2 readings for Crystal. We have a general work reading of what might be coming up, followed by a general love reading with the usual characters nominated in the reading. Okay, so that's the 2 readings coming up. So if you can just put that on the screen, we will take on 2 more readings. If people present themselves and they want readings, they will be number 3 and 4. So you could put something on the screen saying 4 spots, 2 spots taken, 2 spots left, or something like that for general readings. And if somebody comes in like Rocky, for instance, Rocky tends to get a mini reading. Meh, who I haven't seen for quite some time, if she comes online, she tends to go for a mini reading. We'll just take that as it comes. But yeah, 4 spots maximum today. And as soon as those other 2 spots, if they get filled, we'll pretty much finish up. If nobody comes in and wants anything done, yeah, we'll turn it off for the day, and I'll be back online next week at some point. I don't know what my husband's plans is for over the weekend. We may end up at the club, or he may be playing in a tournament, I think, at the other club that we go to, but that's held in the afternoon, and on the weekends it's just mayhem with too many people there. Okay. So first reading up, we're going to do a general work-related reading, what's coming your way for Crystal. Okay, here we go. So I'm just hoping you can't pick up on those songs, because I have been getting emails from YouTube telling me this YouTube session cannot be monetized. It's not monetized. I'm not monetizing these videos when I go live like this. So anyway, if you are wanting a reading and you're sitting in the background waiting, maybe you want a reading, please put a thumbs up on the video. I don't know what for. Everybody says you're supposed to put thumbs ups on the videos. But yeah, so hopefully people can't hear that music in the background, or if you can, you can't make out what it is because I'm talking too much. Wow, that's unusual. It's showing me that my face and that I'm live. I've never seen that before on my watch. Okay, so I'm trying to get into the timer. And there we go. Okay, so we've got 2 readings already booked in. There's 2 spots available if somebody wants a reading. Alyssa, you're number 3. Alyssa, make your donation now. You will go into the number 3 spot. Okay, Crystal, here we go. Your reading is starting at 4 minutes. If you want to write that down or put it in the description box. When you're having a paid reading, can you please put your timestamp and a bit of a description for yourself to come back and go to your reading. Okay, Chris, general work. What's happening in career for Chris? What's her options? What's coming her way? Here we go. Yeah, when I looked at that job for you, and then when I asked you to shuffle and put out some cards and take a picture, it was nearly exactly what I was looking at, and it just didn't look right. There is definitely a job coming. I'll show you what I'm seeing here. There is definitely a really big opportunity coming. Maybe that's why the other one you'll say no or something like that. Right, first up, we have the King of Spades. We have the changes, the movement, the surprise coming in. Take the King of Spades as a lawyer or a boss, doesn't have to be male, can be male or female. It's just the energy around that card. This person has a surprise for you about changes that you want to make. So a 7 of hearts, all the 7s are where you make plans about what you want to do and where you want to go. Hey there, Peter, welcome to the room. Yes, so the 7 is where you sit down and you map out your future, where you want to be, where you want to live, who you want to be with, what job you want to do, whatever. Okay, so you have a management energy with a nice surprise about something that you've been waiting for. Then we have you looking at the travel plans. The Jack of Clubs represents what you're going to be doing, how you're going to get to and from work, where you're going to live while you're doing all of this. This is you looking at your planning, looking at things starting to fall into place. You have another king right behind you. It's amazing this is not the love reading, because you have the King of Spades, the Jack of Clubs in the middle, and the King of Clubs behind you, and you've got love hearts everywhere. So, anyway, behind you, you have a hard-working energy looking at you, and to me, this feels like going into a job and it feels like you're with family. This feels very accommodating, everything you ever dreamed of, and it's like once you're in this position, everything else starts to fall into place around you. Your health improves, your lifestyle improves, your just who you're socializing with. This is amazing energy, Chris. Where is it? You've got Jack of Clubs and King of Clubs. So normally the clubs represent almost like a retail kind of thing. Now, I do know you've worked in health industries in the past, so I'm wondering whether this is something to do with a health insurance or, like when people get injured and they're military or something like that, and then they go through processes of what their entitlements are and people standing up for their rights. And so I'm wondering whether it's a type of business insurance based around some kind of government thing at the same time, because this would represent military or the police department or some kind of legal department. Whatever it is, Chris, it looks damn good. Now, the one thing I'm noticing straight away, normally we see a lot of female energy around you in work. This is a lot of male energy. So I feel that the clients you would be handling, a majority are male, which takes me to military. I know that we're in the 2025 and we've got women working on the roads, we've got women working in the steelworks, we've got women working in the military, we've got women managing men. But if you went all around the world and looked at the military, predominantly it's male, okay? And even in police, I know there's a lot of female police out there, but it is predominantly still male, okay? Right, so the challenges you're going to have is finding out which contract to sign. You've got 2 contracts here, and which contract to sign. The reason I'm saying that is you've got 8, 8, and 8 sitting here. So I do feel there's 3 options on the table. One of them doesn't fit with you, or somebody doesn't really want you there and it just doesn't feel right, or the timing's no good. Another one, again, it doesn't feel right, but the last one feels very right. So there is definitely an opportunity. You have double aces sitting, both red aces. You have triple 10s coming out in this reading. One of the 10s is representing something to do with the government or official, or it can be law or government, okay? So it can be something to do with the rules and regulations around people's health and well-being. It can be a hospital as well. 10s of spades can be hospital. But so you've got triple 10s and triple 8s and double aces. So there's definitely a job opportunity here. There is something to do with the nighttime sitting here. Now, remember in a previous reading, I said that there's some kind of nighttime involvement where you might be working from home at night, or you might need to be on call or something. And And then I said, oh no, this is not the Jack of Spades. This time it is the Jack of Spades. So it's almost like that card's jumped in to correct me from before. So I'm wondering if 888 means something, the 8th of a month, 8 weeks trial, 8, 16 and 24. And then you've got 1010, so 10, 20, 30. Also, these could be dates, these could be times, these could be amounts of what you've got to do. There's a bit of indecision coming up around the position. It's sort of like, can I make this work or not, with that 2 there? This is you not wanting to feel that you're disappointing somebody else by going somewhere else. So, and then you also have this, that the work looks like it would be a little bit, but it's a lot more than expected. But then you have the final decision here about returning back to something you know, okay? And I don't mean like you're going back to where you used to live and taking a job on there. It could be reuniting with somebody you've known from the past, or it could be, let's say, a job you did 10 years ago, the experiences and the people you were working with and what kind of job you were doing. Maybe you're going to be doing that same kind of work again, and it's going to feel very familiar. Your outcome here is literally showing, on the one hand, somebody that you're offside with that doesn't work, it doesn't seem to fit. I do see 3 opportunities because you've got double 3 sitting here. Then we have you making your decision to go where it feels right. It is like a family decision, and we've got a government card sitting here. 1010s, 888s, double 3s, double aces. All of these are numbers. So you've got 1, 11 and 2, because I take double aces as 11. You've got 10 and 20 and 30. You've got 8, 16 and 24. You have to remember all these numbers. And then you've got your double 3s. So your double 3s are 3 and 6, basically. These could be dates. This could be a number on a building of where you'd be working. You know how they have some places like Restaurant 56 or something on highway number 88. If you see something to do with the building number of where you would be working is 888, or it's, I don't know, 1110 or something, where you got the 10, 10, 10 or something like that. Bottom of the deck, don't slip back into old things. There could be someone that's saying, you told me you were going to do this, or you told me that. Don't take responsibility or blame for somebody else's lack of movement, put it that way. I don't know if that's a personal thing that was at the bottom or not. All right, let's have a look at the tarot. Here we go. Up next, we've got the second question for Chris, which is a general love reading for November. Usual characters are being nominated, 2 of them anyway. Even though you did say the other one has popped in from time to time, but you're done there. All right, so let's see, these are just 3 from the top and 3 from the bottom for general messages about what's coming in regards to a new job for Crystal. So I feel there's 3 things sitting in front of you. Job A, B, C. 1 will be totally off the cards. It could be that they say, no, sorry, we've gone with somebody else, or you don't hear back from them. The other 2 will be, should I, shouldn't I, whatever. But I love that you had that red top row and everything sort of going the way you thought it was going to go. It's like everything's starting to turn around now. The health matter being sorted out, the relationship stuff being sorted out, the job, everything falling into place. Okay, so let's see what we get. 3 from the top. It looks like a legal job and a health job at the same time. Is it possible? Have you applied for something where you would be looking out for people's rights within medical, what they're entitled to? Out here we have a thing called Centrelink. Centrelink is where people go to get pensions, disability pensions. If there is a job on offer where you would be working, where you are the decision maker as to whether Mrs. A or Mrs. B are entitled to payments or what do you call it? It's just totally gone out of my head what I'm thinking about. Because I'm thinking about Centrelink and I'm thinking about whatever. Anyway, you have happiness and balance coming in. I feel that this is telling you that the job requires legal skills and balance and a family feeling and a unity here about bringing justice back to something and restoring families or family justice or something. I don't know if you're going to be working with people who've lost a loved one or somebody who's had a medical incident happen and they're claiming compensation. That's the word I was looking for, compensation, getting compensation where it's due. We have you manifesting big time. You're being told just to take your time with things. It's not going to happen overnight, but just take your time with everything. You've got you sitting here as the Empress, so I feel that this is you desired by different people for a position. So you will be the one selecting where you want to go, not so much about them saying, oh, look, we don't know. This is more like, we want you. Do you want the job? And you've got a strength here. I feel also this is telling me that you will be giving people strength back. What do they call it? Social justice, legal justice, something like that. Anyway, okay, so up next we have your reading on love. So we're going to nominate that L is the King of Spades, C is the King of Diamonds, and then that's it. Okay, I do feel that the Jack of Clubs may be that other person coming in, but we won't focus on that. We'll try very hard not to focus on that, and that the Jack of Clubs will be about movement and travel and fun. Okay, here we go. November love reading for Crystal. Oh, I just want to try. I'm trying to get my foot up on something here. Okay. General love reading for Crystal. General November. We nominate that C is the King of Diamonds and L, as always, is the King of Spades. What can she look forward to in regards to love? It's like it starts off really nice and then confusion sets in because of third party, like indecision between two people. And I don't mean to chuckle about it. It's just there's too many interested parties. And then, of course, you have things like where that CJ popped in and the doctor when you were traveling. And, you know, it's because you need to put a sack over your face or put a mask and a hood and dress in sweats and just talk to somebody. Because when you present yourself and you walk in and you speak in those eyes and okay, which one do you want? As predicted, sitting in your complicated area is your Jack of Clubs. So I do believe that this is G. Sitting in the challenges in November is this person not giving up. This person's wanting reconciliation, you know, let's just talk about this. I'm being really honest. This is all I can achieve. This is what I want. So this person is sitting in your challenge area in November. We have a new character coming in. I feel this guy is young and fresh, but he's very, very secretive. He thinks way too much. He may be working in law or accounts. He could be military or police, but I don't think so. I'm getting more of, I'm seeing an office building and lights on at night and he thinks way too much about everything, and he's very young. So he may only be 27, 28, but he's definitely got eyes on you. And there's also just a need to just be yourself. The Nine of Diamonds can be where you're just shutting certain things out and sticking to the plan of, no, he's sweet, he's young, but that's not for me. And in regards to the Jack of Clubs, it's like he can talk till the cows come home, but unless he jumps on a plane and does something about the situation, it's just not happening. So I feel that's why the Nine of Diamonds is sitting there. That would be you cutting ties and just saying, no, this is not for me. Moving forward, we have something that's very much for you. It could be a July baby. It could be somebody born in July, because we've got double sevens here. Usually when I'm doing a love reading, you've actually got all the sevens on the table. So I feel there's a July energy coming your way, which would be Cancer. If they're born at the end of July, 22nd, I think it is, where Leo starts. But yeah, you definitely have talking plans and ideas about the future. You also, this is sitting right beside the King of Diamonds, which we nominated to be C. C wants to propose a plan, possibly moving to where you're moving. This is really nice energy. This is like realistic plans. This is sitting down, pen and paper, and saying, this is what I'm capable of. This is where I could work. This is where you would be working. This is really nice energy. I do feel that also in regards to your love life, this would be you starting a new job. It'll be everything that you ever hoped for. You'll be signing contracts. You'll be looking at long-term commitments and moving forward with everything here. So I feel that your love life and your job will all sort of come together in one hit. The big factor here is it's showing C. It's showing him in the center of this reading. Your outcome, funny enough, L hasn't showed up at all in this reading. So he may step back during November for some reason. Your outcome cards are showing a definite romantic adventure and making secure choices about what you want for your future, and just feeling very loved and happy. I do feel that there is something that you just can't quite put your finger on whether to believe or not to believe. And I also feel that somebody's plan that they did put forward kind of falls through. So let's say that you and C sit down and make a permanent plan of, on the 7th of December, we're going to be doing blah, blah, blah. Or in 7 weeks' time, this is the plan. This is what we're going to do. I do feel that because of something to do with work or a family situation, that it gets put on hold for some reason. It does feel like a bit of a disappointment card, because it's like it comes in when you least expect it, because this is you enjoying yourself, going out for dinner, settling down, and just feeling quite comfortable. And then this hits, which is like, this is not what we planned. This is not what we decided. You sat with me and we decided what we were going to be doing. It could be, this would be a young energy coming straight at you, offering you love, affection, go out to dinner, go for a walk. This is someone that wants to make plans with you. It could be just a quick flash romantic kind of feeling. But yeah, it sort of doesn't sit in line with your plans, whatever this is. Up the top, first two cards out are a complete romantic stability between two people. It's not showing me who at all. We do have not knowing what to believe here. We also have where there's you, one person, and another person where you're in between the two of them. There will be something that you're cutting off and saying, the plan, this person will never learn, they will never change, and I'm done with this. So I do feel that during November, there will definitely be a cutoff in a direction with certain person, but it's not showing me who. The only person that actually showed up was the Jack, which we weren't going to nominate at all in the reading, but he was sitting in the challenge area of just not going anywhere at the moment. And the other one was in the center, which was C. But then the future card showed a new energy, a new, maybe you're going to get, like it almost felt like you're in a bubble with this new energy and the other stuff's going on around the outside and you're just locked in this bubble with this new energy. Let's see what the tarots have to say about it all. After this reading, we have Alyssa who made a payment, and I think we don't have anybody else that made a payment. So after Alyssa, we may be going offline. If you are sitting in the background, I'll just talk about that in a sec. I might pull a card for people that are in the background. No questions. Just if you want a card pulled for you, and I don't have a paid reading after Alyssa, if you want a card pulled for you, just let Silly Pants know, and she'll create a list of who wants a card pulled. Just a first name or a nickname, and I want a card. Okay, or you can say your star sign. I'm Cancer, I'm Scorpio, I'd like a card pulled. Oh, CC Moon, you donated. That's right, you came the other day, didn't you? Okay, so we'll be doing CC after that reading. And then we'll be finished, guys. I'm only doing the 4. So if you are sitting in the background waiting, you're a Saggy. Silly Pants, can you create a list of people that want a card pulled and their star signs, please? Okay, Crystal, to finish up, you will be making a firm decision in November about what you want in your life and what you don't want in your life. I feel like this is the 3 of clubs. 3 of clubs, to me, it's like, although you would say to, let's use G as an example, you'd say to G, I ain't waiting around till blah, blah, blah. Doesn't mean that G is going to go away. So I feel that the 3 of clubs is, if it was 3 of swords, which is 3 of spades, that's where you totally disconnect from that person, you're done. I feel that although you may have made a decision that it's done, that person hasn't made the same decision. And so they're not going away, but you will be making firm choice and moving forward with one individual in November. You are bringing something to a close with the world here. You are having some discussions. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good during November. And you're hoping and praying for a particular thing to happen with a certain individual during November. There is an invitation here. We didn't nominate which ones they would be in here, but I would hesitate to say, but I do think because in the middle reading of the reading with the poker deck, you had C sitting there, I'd have to say that this Knight of Pentacles is C. He is waiting, or you are waiting for movement from him. I feel like it's like pulling teeth. It's very slow energy and slow to sort of, is it going to happen? Isn't it going to happen? I also feel that there's somebody you're just completely leaving out during November, just don't want anything there to do with them. Now, I haven't had L show up in the reading again. Like he didn't show up in the poker deck and he didn't show up in the thing. So I'm wondering whether this is him deciding to just stay in the background now and just not speak at the moment. Your outcome looks pretty good. We will be making a firm choice with the Judgment card. Now, can anyone tell me, is Judgment got a star sign attached to it? Is Judgment Aries or something like that? Does anyone know what Judgment stands for as far as the star sign chart goes? And then we have, anyway, while we're waiting to see if someone can tell me if that's got a star sign attached to it. But anyway, Judgment to me, when we're looking at a love-related reading, you're going to look at what you've got in front of you and you're going to make a firm choice. You've also got this Seven of Pentacles. Don't get too bogged down in analysing certain people's behaviours or what they say or what they didn't say or what they do. It's Scorpio. It's connected to Scorpio because Scorpio is the death card, isn't it, at the same time? Okay. So it may be a Scorpio energy. Yeah, so you've got Seven of Pentacles energy here. Don't get too bogged down in overanalyzing a love connection. I'm wondering whether you're going to have a flash in the pan romantic interlude during November. Somebody's going to take you out, sweep you off your feet, and it's going to be wonderful. And it might just be a short thing. This also could be telling you you're going to be involved with a Gemini energy. Okay. All right. So that's Chris done. Chris, I'm just going to pull 3 of these just to finish off, just messages in general. What else does Chris need to know today? Work, love. What does she need to know? Just 3 cards, general messages. 2, 3. There's a song playing at the moment singing all about loving somebody and you don't know how it is. And I don't know if you can hear it. Hopefully you can't. But, yeah, it's funny. I'm doing a love reading and the whole song in the background is all about love. Okay, you need to know that your soulmate is in the wings, that there is a permanent plan possibility in the wings. You have stability in that around your work and your love and your relationships and your health and growth and understanding. You will be pushing something. This is telling me the whip is usually where somebody's not pulling their weight or somebody's just not getting off their bum and doing something. You need to crack that whip and get them moving. Okay, so that was you. Now, there was somebody that's waiting for a card to be pulled that said, I'm a Saggy. Just before I do, who was it? Alyssa. We got Alyssa, number 3, and then we got CC, number 4. Okay, you're the Saggy? Okay, this is for you. Saggy. Izzy. Izzy wants a card. What does she need to know? I'm assuming you're a she with the name Izzy. Or is it Lizzie? Because you've got an L there as well. Lizzie. My mother's nickname was Lizzie. Ooh. The Sagittarius people out there, female. You've got, go on Google and look up the Lenormand deck. Some call it the Lenormand or Lenormand deck. You have the number 20 card. It's number 20. It could be a date, the 20th of next month or this month, which will be, what are we up to? Up to the 17th, 3 days' time. This is going out to a wedding, a celebration. This can get a promotion at work. This can be somebody proposing marriage, having a baby. Basically, it's a beautiful card about enjoying beautiful foods and sunsets and celebrating something coming up. But I really like this energy. Anyway, that's for you. You're not dating? Well, it could be a celebration with a promotion at work. It could be passing a test at school. It could be somebody inviting you to a weekend to go skiing or whatever. But it's something enjoyable when I see that card. And if you haven't been well or you've been worried about something, that's usually where people are going, it's over. It's fixed. You know, like it's better. Okay, but it's a very, very positive energy. And you've got number 20 there. Number 2 is 2 people together making a decision. The 0 stands for secrets around something. It could be a secret invitation. It could be someone with a crush or something like that. Okay, up next we have Alyssa. Alyssa wants to ask about C. Invited him out and he showed up. Seemed to go well. We had a good time. How did he feel? Maybe he wanted to say or do something. Well, with this C energy that you're asking about, Alyssa, I feel that you went to a friendship, to a straight up level and back down to bringing it backwards. You know, it's like you drove a car somewhere, you got to a destination, you enjoyed the destination, but then you went back to where you started from at the destination, back at the bus stop. You know what I mean? But anyway, was this a detailed reading? Let me just go and check what's going on in PayPal, because CC Moon said she paid as well. Moon, did you pay for one detailed reading, or is that for 2 minis? Because that amount could be 2 minis, or it could be, because it's showing up as Australian dollars in my end. I'm assuming it's a detailed reading, because I think that that's what it equates to today, because every day the stock exchange, like the exchange rate changes. So Alyssa, you just want to know, you went out, you were in a group of friends, you felt like you wanted to say or do something, but nothing happened. Okay. Let's have a look. So this is a mini reading for Alyssa. CC Moon, are you there? I'll get this done and we'll come back. But CC Moon, I'm needing your question. Let me just go and check whether the question's on PayPal. 2 minis. So we've got 2 minis coming up for CC Moon. We need your questions, please, because this is a mini as well. And then we're finished for the day, guys. No more temporary close. Just say we're pretty much done. Okay, so Alyssa would like to know, when she was out with him and a group of friends and he showed up, she felt like he wanted to say something. If C did say something to Alyssa, what did he want to say? What was he feeling seeing Alyssa again last night? Well, at least one good thing, he hasn't just sort of like gone away, has he? You know, like you're still hanging out and you suggested friendship. So, all right. Okay, so this is single energy, this is sharp energy, and this is somebody up in the head. Okay, so I'm not liking what I see over here, because what you have here is cards of separation or divorce. Okay, 2 black 2s means somebody that's trying to get something back together. The black 2 here is the black of spades, is it won't come back together. Okay, so if he did have something in his mind, he had like, this is not what he wants, sort of thing. So you think about it. This is his mind thinking something. Then he's got this sharp kind of coldish kind of energy. And then he's got these 2 black 2s. This is where somebody has no commitment, no bond to that person, which I suppose you don't. These are 2 people that have been meeting up with each other. Something's happened in the past, but it hasn't happened again. And so I feel like the something he might wanted to say was that, you know, it's fun, we come out and all of this, but, you know, I think he told you in the past that he wasn't looking for a commitment at this point. He just finished a relationship and he just sort of, he was wanting to explore things or something. Was that you that said that, C said that to you at some point, that he was just looking at what's out there or something like that? It could have been one of the other readings I did, but I think it was you. And it was some time ago when you first sort of hooked up with this person. His challenges is he really enjoys being out with you. This is somebody that likes, because this card can represent soulmate when it's next to a red 2 or a red 3 and that, which you don't have. But this is next to a group of people celebrating, eating food, having a good time. And his passion and desire is to have a good time, okay? But he's also feeling this tense kind of unsaid kind of energy So I feel that he knows that you're looking at him in a certain way. He knows that there's stuff that you have said in the past that is, it's sort of like, I really feel this guy doesn't know whether he's coming or going with you. Okay? Moving forward, this is invitations to do more, but the heart is upside down. I think he worries that if he says certain things, he's going to hurt you. And he doesn't want to do that. He's not a bad guy, you know. So I feel that this is him, like, he likes you. He likes being in groups of people with you. He likes having fun with you. He knows what you want, what he can't give you. And you know that, you know, yeah. But this is somebody who has something to say or something they want to present, but they don't want you getting hurt at the same time, okay? Because this is a surprise. If this was upright, this would be a surprise of love and an invitation to be together, but it's upside down. So it's a surprise that he'd rather not engage too much and give you the wrong impression, okay? The outcome is just hanging out together, having a good time, but he's also got this two-faced kind of energy. Double fours, you've watched a lot of my readings, Alyssa. 2 4s, especially when we get a red and a black one, think of them as if they were 2 red. This is where C would go to his friend, who's your friend, and say, I really like her, I want to spend more time with her, I don't know how she's feeling about things, right? So he's talking behind your back in a good way. When I see a red and a black one, if I see 2 black ones, forget about it. But when I see a red and a black one, this is where someone's presenting in one way, but they go off somewhere else in another way, in another direction. So there's 2 sides to this person, not a big black nasty side, but 4s can represent females, and it can be you're one female and there's another female as well, okay? Or it can be that you remind him of someone, okay? Let's just see what else we get. At the bottom of the deck, we just have this, a plan, but it's not your plan. We've got a black 7 here. This is your reading. If you had a red 7 here, this would be maybe down the track this person will take you on a journey that you're wanting. But for now, this person's just sort of not going in the direction of where you might be feeling it. It can be a card of delusion as well, having a bit of a delusion around what's going on. And there could be absolutely nothing going on. It's just somebody that likes you. You're a nice person. And when you're out and about, just they're not actually thinking about anything. They went out, they had a nice time, and when they see you again, they have another nice time. In between all of that, they're not thinking about anything. So let's see. Have we got questions for CC Moon? Oh, my phone was stuck way up at the top. Okay. This is just the final cards, 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom. What's the messages from C for Alyssa after hanging out together again? And don't take it personal either, Alyssa. I know lots of women that have come for readings and lots of males. They're wired very differently. What you might pick up as being something could just be someone being very friendly, and that's just their personality. That's what they're like. Your messages here are, this is a card about jumping to conclusions. Page of Swords is the rushed energy and wanting something and seeing something and just going for it. Okay, so you invited him, you made a decision and you invited him. This is looking at the journey. These are 2 cards about rushing into something, rushing into a decision making. We also have the Seven of Wands. You had the Seven of Clubs come out. Seven of Wands, same card, same energy. But Seven of Wands can be where you're being stubborn and you're putting a wall up, you know. And it can be we're asking how he feels about things. This is him making a decision to go out, go on a journey, but he's keeping a wall up, a wall in place, or he feels that you are. And then here, it's showing that, like, making choices to do this or do that. But we're not seeing love energy or, you know, any kind of melancholy or lovers or getting together, or just seeing somebody that's having a good time and thinks you're a nice person. And we'll just pull one of these for you. Alyssa, just a message for Alyssa now. What does she need to see? What's coming towards Alyssa? Oh, wishing. You got the wishing well. Usually the wishing well it was upside down, so it can be careful what you're wishing for. Or it can be a wish of, let's say you're wishing to have this perfect relationship with somebody. You will get it, but it might not be where you thought it was going to come from. Hello there, Lady Sky, and welcome. Okay, so up next we've got 2 mini readings for CC Moon. If you are watching and you want one of these cards pulled for you, somebody out there is getting the stalks. This could be you're going to be pregnant, you're going to hear an announcement about a new baby coming. Okay, so let's get on with CC Moon. So if you're sitting in the background and you want a card pulled for you, all you've got to do is tell Silly Pants your star sign and say, can she pull a card for me after these readings? Okay. CC Moon, you had a job interview today. I feel I did great. Do you see them calling me in 2 weeks? They said I can work from home 4 days during the week. Wow, that's cool. My son actually works from home, and sometimes he has to go out and about on site, but most times he just works from home, and it's a good plan, especially when you've got little kids that got to be, you know, picked up from daycare or school. All right. Here we go. CC Moon, and welcome back. Haven't seen you for a while, but I haven't been on like I used to be. CC, put your other question up there ready, please. So, CC, you had an interview. How will it go? Will she get a call back in 2 weeks? What if you get a call back before the 2 weeks? They might be telling everybody 2 weeks so that they have a chance to sort out who's getting a sorry you missed out and a yes, you've got a position, come back in for another interview. Anyway, CC Moon, Cecilia had an interview. She feels it went well. What's the outcome with this job she applied for? You've got 3 things here. A job that you don't get, a job that is 50-50, and a job you do get. It could just simply be telling you that in 8 days you're going to get a phone call and you're going to be very happy about that phone call. Take this King of Clubs as the boss, the manager, and you've got the 10 of Hearts sitting right next to it. So you've got something to do with 888 here. It could be the income. It could be 80,000, 88,000. It could be $800 a week. I don't know. But it could have something to do with the 8th of next month. It could be when you're going to start. It could be where they're saying that we're going to put you on an 8-week trial. But this is pretty promising because this is good news coming that's going to make you very happy. Your challenges, you've got 999, you've got 888 up the top. So I feel like there's 3 certain positions or something. 2 of them are going to get swept away and 1 of them you're going to get. You've got the 2 10s, both red, which is very good. You've got the 2 kings, both good. You've got you sitting here as the worker. There is something else you need to rip up the opportunity. You need to let it go because there's something else coming in. This position itself, depending on what the position is, because there's a lot of black energy in here. If you're working, let's say you're working like I was in community services, you're dealing with people that, you know, that might have been in jail, or you're dealing with people on drugs, or so if you're going for a community service job or a security job, or even working in a hospital with people that are not well, that's why these black cards are showing up. You've got 8, 9, and 10 of diamonds, which is a progression. So if you do get this, position, I feel like you will quickly be put in a higher sort of place. Okay. I feel that there's some kind of falling out between you and another person within this work. As if you get the job, are you getting the job? I would like those 2s to be red because they would be contracts being signed, but the 2s are both black. Let me just... Is she getting the job? Will CC get a call back on this position she applied for? Will CC be getting a call back? Will she be getting the position? Because you've got cards that are 8, 9, 10. 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10. 10, you've got 3 10s. So you've got a progression going on to the top of the Richter. The 8s, you've got 2 black 8s. You've got 2 black 9s. When we get to the 10s, you've got 2 red 10s. That is the job. Is it this job? If you've applied for 2 other jobs, you're definitely getting one of them, and it's got something to do with 10. It could be the 10th. It could be you start on the 10th. It could be that you start in 10 weeks' time, or you've got to start straight away because it's October, and October is 10. Anyway, show me the job CC Moon is asking about. Is she getting it? You know, I said I was asking for a red 2 or an ace to mean you get the job. This is very good. I just don't like this black 7. There's some, whatever this job is, there's something that doesn't sit with you, or it doesn't sit with somebody else that works there. So if they've offered you this 4 days a week working from home, that might not sit well with somebody else. It might not sit well with your family. It might not sit well with somebody else that works there. But me asking, are you getting that job? This would be you with your experience. This would be you looking at the paperwork and the contracts. This would be you being happy about the result. This would be the contract itself, and this would be you committing yourself to the job. So if we took this as yes and no, this is a yes, this is a yes, this is a yes, this is a no, this is a yes. So yes or no, are you getting an offer or something? It does look like yes. There must be something else coming in because you've got 8, 9, and 10. Something to do with 10, or if you applied on the 10th, or the building is got something to do with 10. 10s can be like this black 10 here underneath. That can be something to do with insurance or government. Okay, so I feel like it's that old thing that when people are looking for a job, you know, sometimes you just got to get a job. And sometimes you take on a job that, yeah, it looks good on the surface, but once you get in there, it's not really what you wanted, but you had to do it. Let's just see what we get here. Alyssa. Alyssa applied for a job. Oh, it is government. Okay. Well, that's probably why I had those black cards. I was getting a bit of a weird energy from the black cards, but black cards can represent rules, regulations, government stipulation, right? And if you're working in a government job, yeah, they are very, you know, everything's governed by a certain procedure and strict. Well, most jobs are, but government it's a bit different. I know government jobs are very well paid as well if you stick to it. I'm hoping that if you do get it, because when I ask, will you be getting it, will you be getting an opportunity, you got a yes. I'm hoping that the 8, 9, and 10 is your progression with this job and security and the money, getting more and more secure. Okay. Just 2 from the top and 2 from the bottom to finish the reading. Okay. So you have fear of not having any money and what you're going to do and things coming to an end and not sure where you're going to go. There's a period of healing, a period of waiting, and then you're celebrating with your 10 of Pentacles. This is a job. And it's funny that it's a 10 as well, because you had the 10s, she had the 4 10s come out. So there you get it a 10 again. So yeah, after a period of stress and worry and finishings and repair and getting yourself on track, then you're in there. All right, your second question, you're later to get promoted, yeah. Okay, well, congratulations and good luck. I'm going to say it in the reverse because I feel that you should be getting that job. I'm wondering if they're offering you, saying they've been having a look at a few things and they wondered if you're interested in starting in a different level with progression along the way. And that's why I was seeing like a step back or a delay. Okay, so your second question for the day, and this will be the last question. Have we had anybody with a star sign to look at? Silly Pants, this is for you. Silly Pants. Ooh, loyalty card. This is you being true to yourself, and this could be somebody supporting you and showing you comfort and support here. All right. Oh, we just had the Sagittarius. We did that one. We did the Sagittarius one. Or did somebody else come in with Sagittarius as well? If you are watching and you're not going to be making a donation, this is the last donation today anyway. A lot of people are coming in for lunch now. It is Friday and this place is going to get packed, especially beside me here. Wow, there's actually quite a lineup out there ordering lunch. Yeah, we've done the Sagittarius one. Okay. All right, so there's nobody wanting a card pulled after this, so we're looking at any new changes in the remainder of the year, general reading. Okay, so just general messages to finish up. What can CC expect for the rest of the year? Not much of it left. What can CC expect for the rest of the year? What can CC expect for the rest of the year? The new job. Something to do with 10. Oh my God. This is what I wanted to see when we did, you know, how it'll go. So if it's not that job, there's definitely a job. This is the 10. This is work and stress, followed by new responsibilities, movement towards a new direction, you've been very happy and pleased with what's going on, and signing a new contract. Now you have triple aces have come out in this reading. So if you were endeavoring on a new relationship, let's say, 3 aces would tell you you will get there, you will be getting your heart's desire, but it's going to take about a year. If you were wanting to sell your house and move interstate or something like that, you will be doing all of that, but it's going to be a year-long process. Okay, I had this come out for a relative of mine that wanted to be in the modeling industry. And I said, you are going to be very famous, very popular, all of that. I said, but it's not going to happen for at least a year. And exactly that's what happened. Oh. Okay. Thank you, Silly Pants. I get a wish for one. Your challenge area is romance. So coming up is you're finding romantic situations, and this is not family. I'm not talking about sitting down with kids or mum and dad. And this is a romantic partnership. It's sitting in your challenge area, but it shouldn't be, because this is showing me that you can have movement forward in a situation with somebody, or you can have, it's like, see how the Queen, she's looking that way. It's like somebody admires her. They're looking at her, but she's not looking at them. So I don't know if you've got a secret admirer, or you've been talking to somebody but not picking up on the signals that they're interested. But this is sitting in a challenge for you for some reason. It's nice energy. So it's not really a challenge, but it's showing up in the challenge area. Moving forward, you do have a total ending of some kind of contract thing, something that you're totally done and dusted with. There could be news coming in about some kind of contract you had, or a payout or of some description coming to an end, or a court case that's finally settled. Your outcome also is where during the next months, you will be cleaning house, so to speak. So let's say you've been going and hanging out at a certain place every week. Well, that's why that's sitting in the challenge area. If you've been wondering about it being marriage, that's a marriage card. And it's sitting right behind you, that you think about it. You know, where's it going? Is your plan going to happen? Seven of Hearts is your plan is, you know, you've been with this person. Is it going to solidify? That's why it's sitting in the challenge area. So that's still going to be sitting in the challenge area. Is it going to be something or not? The triple aces would tell me that it's going to take another year before you can see a way that this is going to happen. It's going to be something more. I feel that you're going to be disconnecting from a person. I think it's a male, and I think it's something to do with possibly work or family. So there's some connection you've had for I don't know how long, but this is telling me that you decide that enough's enough here. This is cleaning house. This is something that you've decided that you've tried this and you've tried that. It doesn't work for me. Done. But it can be a court thing where there's a decision being made and finally sorted out. And in regards to work, this could be the job that you're doing and it's all official and government, which you said it was a government job, and that's the contract's being signed and a stipulated plan of attack of how it's going to go. Bottom of the deck, we do have this love and affection, and unfortunately the person you've been dating for 3 years, he's showing up like the Knight of Wands energy. I'm not saying he's a player and going off with somebody else. I'm just saying that he likes it how it is. So why change it? Okay? But there is some wishes coming true around him, and he's going to surprise you with something. So this is a nice surprise coming up. There may be news also of somebody that inviting you to a wedding, and there's some problems around a pregnancy. Either one of them wants a baby and the other one doesn't, or there's pregnancy problems. But down the track, whoever this is, there is a baby boy in the future. Okay, let's have a look. General messages, 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom. General messages for CC Moon. I wonder if you get invited to a wedding and you and your current partner go along to this wedding, and then you get all like, you know, when are we going to do this? Or people come up and go, when are you two going to get hitched? You know, it always happens. When you go to an engagement or a wedding, people look at people that have been together for a while and go, are you two going to tie the knot? You know, or it happens with my daughter, not about getting married, but are you going to have a baby? You know, and because her age group and that, they're all having babies if they're going to have them. And she goes, nope. Straight out answer, nope. Doesn't want one. But yeah, I'm wondering if that's what's going to happen. You're going to go to some celebration or a Christmas get together, and they're going to go, when are you two, you know, when's he going to put a ring on your finger? When's it going to happen? So I did see a little bit of tension and black energy around that kind of thing. But for me, it looks like your energy is sitting with this, are we going to get married? Are we going to have a solid relationship and be together in a marriage situation? Whereas he's showing up as, I'm enjoying myself. I like it the way things are. She goes to work, I go to work, we come together, we go out, we have a good time. So why change it? So yeah, it looks like we got two opposing energies there, but I do feel you may have somebody that's got their eyes on you. There may be a crush there. Show me what else CC Moon needs to know. So this is the last cards for the day. CC, I'll pull one of these, Lenormand, for you. Card for CC. Oh, we'll do top and bottom. Top and bottom. Okay. So the last messages for today are swift, fast energy sitting right beside, you need to slow it down. So we've got very opposing energies here. Temperance, taking your time, waiting, it will come. This is, I need it now, it's got to happen. So banging head to head conflict. Your future cards are showing you need to stand your ground and stipulate, this is what I want, this is my plan. If you can't give it to me, see you later. And I'm not talking about your relationship. I'm just talking in general terms, sticking up for yourself. You know the rules, the regulations, and this is what you want. So I feel this is you standing up for yourself and being heard. You're also going to be juggling between two jobs, I believe. I believe you're going to get two offers and you're going to work out which is the better way to go for yourself. Your Lenormand deck, you have the coffin. Coffin isn't about someone dying, and that it can be a message from someone that passed away trying to get through. But usually the coffin's all about hidden agendas or secrets going on. Okay, something in the background. And also you're going to be choosing a path very soon. I think this is to do with work. You can either go where you know the people, the money, the advancement of what would be happening, or you can go into something completely new and not know what's going to happen. Either way, this card is to tell you, no matter which door you pick, it will work out. Okay, to me, this is a card of choice. Sometimes it can be where somebody chooses to stay in a certain place knowing that it's not going to change. Or they can decide to break free of that and be a little bit scared and take on something else. Okay, so that's what that can be. All right, guys, we're finished for the day. And Silly Pants, I'll talk to you in WhatsApp. I need to get out of this room. I need to make sure that my foot's not dead because I can feel some weird feelings going on in my damaged foot at the moment. Anyway, I'm not sure when I'll get online again. If we come back to the club tomorrow, I think I'll take a break from it. Yeah, thank you to everybody that came today. Thank you to Silly Pants and Crystal for helping out. Crystal, good luck with that little issue that you have at the moment. Hopefully, fingers crossed that it's just something that will just go away on its own, nothing serious. And yeah, everybody have a wonderful weekend and blessings to everyone. Bye for now. Yeah, so I don't know when I'll be back online, but just keep an eye out. Bye.